Well, hello everybody out there in the lands, Chris from HHN with another exciting episode of Topher's Vlog. We are back out at Universal Orlando Resort today. Second time in 1 week. We're kind of pushing our luck this week, but we have to come out today because the season has begun. Lighting rig porn is up inside the park, so we have to go take a look at it. Halloween Horror Nights construction, street construction, has officially begun for HHN 31. So let's not waste any more time. Let's have some fun. So before we even enter inside the park, we have two rigs already out front. Now, of course, these rigs can be used for other things as well, as we have seen, but these were just put up this week. So there's one over there, there's one here. There's a couple behind the arch, which we'll see in a minute, but already, here we are. So here we are back behind the archway. We have our two that we usually see behind here. Of course, like I said earlier, these can also illuminate whatever else they put up inside the archway there, but generally they're dual purpose, so whatever they put up in there in the meantime is also used for Halloween Horror Nights, at least up at the archway here. So last year, of course, it was the Olympic medallion was here, and then these went up, and everyone was confused. Were they for the Olympic medallion or for the Horror Nights? Well, these are for Horror Nights. These ones back here. So there we go. Here's today's look at the crowds down Production Central. It is a very crowded Thursday here at Universal, so we are not going to be spending too much time here today. Despicable Me is at a 65-minute wait. But here is a look at some of the crowds. Very, very crowded here today at Universal Studios. We are, of course, in the middle of July, so it is going to be busy, but a lot busier than what it was on Monday when we were here, so there you go. Up by the Music Plaza stage, we do have these trusses going around the two gift shops and stand over there. I did see the one over there on Monday. Wasn't sure if it was actually for Horror Nights or not. Looks like they're setting up for something on the stage. So I don't exactly know what it is, but so we got these here. I do not believe these are specifically for Horror Nights, but again, they do use these occasionally up here for Horror Nights, so they are working on something on the stage, so I don't have to check my schedule. I don't know exactly what is happening here. So back by the New York Public Library, we do have a rig back here. This one and the one that there's usually a couple of them back here, but this one generally either illuminates the beginning path here for the houses and or projects on the public library over here. It is occasionally used for other things as well, but I did not see it here on Monday, so there you go. A little jaunt down Sting Alley. Of course, like I mentioned before, with all the construction walls up, which looks like they're removing the remaining cobblestone in New York. Sting Alley is the only place that would still have cobblestone in Universal. So, if you like to walk on cobblestone, over by the Transformers supply vaults, across from it actually, right there, we have, this rig is usually used for the projecting of the Horror Nights, hashtag HHN whatever, on the wall there. So this one's in Battery Park, like literally right in Battery Park. So there you go. Moving on, we got a lot more rigs to see today. And there's the one over here, which is by the little beverage stand here. There you go. Another one over here. This is by the little crepes thing over here. So the entrance Central Park through Hollywood. There's this one here, which is by the pin trading stand, which is over there. Of course, Central Park is generally one of the first areas to get lighting rigs, but it is also one of the areas to finish last in terms of Horror Nights construction. This one usually has a whole lot of stuff going on, so over in this area. So here's the other one here. This is on the Kid Zone side, which is over there. There you go. So that's all the rigs so far in Central Park. Do have another rig over by the Animal Actor stage. So this one is in this area over here, across from the lagoon entrance here, Central Park. But so one there. Taking a quick break as we make our way around the park. It is hot today. Still no rain clouds really in the sky, so hopefully we can get out of here before it starts to rain. But at least the rain, when it does rain, it cools things off. None really in sight yet. So back by the former Amity bathrooms, we have more rigs here. This area is generally the first area to always get rigs for Horror Nights. So we got this one here, and then we have two here. So the entrance here to London by the bathrooms, and then there's one over there. Right over there. There you go. And then we have our one at the entrance to London, across from King's Cross Station. There's a small one over there, which is generally for the bars and stuff. And then we got a couple more in San Francisco for us to look at. And then we have our two rigs over in San Francisco. So there's one here. And then there's one over here. And then there's one over by the Fisherman's Wharf sign here. So that's it. We do have a small rig out in front of Fast and Furious. Not a big one. So before we leave, I just wanted to point out that the new location for Shrek and Donkey's meet and greet is over here next to the DreamWorks Destination meet and greet itself, which makes sense. So Donkey is out, so it is open. Makes sense to put it over here because if Universal is planning on making that entire upfront Minions, then that's Illumination, so it makes sense to keep that over there and to have Shrek over here next to the DreamWorks brethren that he is. So there you go, it is here. It's like the Beatles walk. Almost there. Well, we are in the belly of Blue 2. It is brutally hot out there. I've said this before, but for people that do not live in Florida, if it's in the summertime and if it does not rain, we just get brutally hot out here. I think the temperature was like 97 degrees, so you couple that with the humidity, the heat index was probably like 106, somewhere around there. So it was very hot, and of course, on days like today, I'm just kind of roaming around as fast as I can, trying to, take pictures and videos of the lighting rigs. It is lighting rig season. Lighting rig porn has descended upon Universal Studios Florida. Quite a lot, actually. More than I thought there would be. I think they're, in my mind, I kind of expect them to wait at least another week to start putting stuff out. But nevertheless, here we are. A lot of stuff over there in Central Park. A lot of stuff, or a couple rigs over there in San Francisco. Stuff in the back, of course. But they are out there. So no rigs to speak of yet in New York, but I would suspect that those will come a little bit later. It's usually one of the last places to get rigs. Usually, like I said earlier in the video, generally Central Park and the back of the park are the ones that get the first sort of signs of that stuff, especially Central Park. But the Central Park is generally the last to actually finish because there's just a lot of stuff that usually goes in there. but it's some of the first to start getting prepped for it. So it has begun. Halloween Horror Nights 31 construction season is in full swing. So hopefully we'll be back out next week, barring any kind of potential or crazy things that pop up. We should be back out to do another Halloween Horror Nights 31 construction update. But anyway, I want to get out of here. As usual, everybody, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.